Hello, my dear bachcho, and welcome. I know your exams are just around the corner and the tension is building up, right? Don't you worry. Today, we're going to do a super quick and easy revision of the population chapter. My goal is to make you feel totally confident and ready. So let's jump right in. First things first, you might be wondering, why on earth do we need to study a chapter about so many people, more than 14 crore? It's a good question. The answer is simple. People are the most important, the most valuable resource a country has. It's us. We're the ones who create, who build, who run the whole show. So, if we want to understand India, we have to start by understanding its people.
You know, this line from your textbook says it all perfectly. Just think about it for a second. A river is just, well, a river, until people use it for farming or for travel. A natural disaster is just a weather event until it affects people's lives. It's humans, it's us, who give meaning to everything around us. We are at the very center of social studies.
All right, let's get down to the basics. Let's look at the numbers. We're going to see just how big our Indian family is and where we all live across this beautiful country.
Wow, look at that number. According to the 2011 census, India's population was over 121 crore people. And remember, that was more than 10 years ago. Today, we've actually become the most populated country in the whole world. Isn't that just mind-boggling?
Now, this chart really puts things in perspective. Our population makes up 17.5% of the entire world's population. That means almost 1 out of every 6 people on this planet is an Indian. But here's the catch. We have only 2.4% of the world's land. That's a huge number of people on a relatively small piece of land, which puts a lot of pressure on our resources. So, with over 140 crore of us, where is everybody living? Well, as you can see from this map right out of your textbook, we're not spread out evenly at all. See those dark red and orange spots? That's where it's really crowded. And the green areas? Much, much more spread out.
Let's take a clear example to see just how different it can be. In Bihar, imagine a square that's 1 kilometer on each side. You'd find more than 1,100 people living in that small space. Now, let's take that same 1 kilometer square and put it in Arunachal Pradesh. How many people would you find? Just 17. The difference is massive, right? And this really affects everything from schools to hospitals.
You see, a country's population is never static. It's always changing. And there are 3 main reasons, 3 big movers that cause these changes. Let's break them down one by one. The first big mover is the birth rate. It's pretty simple. It's the number of babies born for every 1,000 people in a year. For a long time, India has had a high birth rate, and that has been the main engine of our population growth.
The second mover is the death rate, the number of deaths per 1,000 people in a year. Now, because of better hospitals, better medicines, and better hygiene, our death rate has come down a lot over the years. So when you have a high birth rate and a falling death rate, poof, the population grows really fast.
And the third mover is migration. This is simply people moving from one place to another. We're not just talking about moving to another country, but also moving within India, from one state to another, or from villages to cities. This is what's behind the massive growth of our big cities.
This leads to a question that's probably very real for many of you. You might have cousins, uncles, or family friends who have moved from a small village to a big city like Mumbai or Delhi. Why does this happen so much?
Well, we can explain it with something called push and pull factors. Things like poverty or no jobs in the villages can push people to leave. At the same time, big cities pull them in with the promise of more jobs, better schools, and a different lifestyle. It's like a magnet, pulling people towards the cities.
Okay, break time. Let's do a quick quiz. This could definitely pop up in your exam, so pay attention. The magnitude of population growth refers to, is it A, B, or C? Think about it for a second.
And the correct answer is B, the number of persons added each year. Ekdam sahi. If you got that right, brilliant. This is a very important difference to remember. Magnitude is the actual count of people added, not the percentage or the speed of growth.
Now, let's talk about the most important part of India's population story. And when I say that, I mean, let's talk about you. This is all about the power of young people in India.
Just look at this. Young people like you, between the ages of 10 and 19, make up 1/5 of India's entire population. That's a massive 20%.
This isn't just a number, Bacho. This is our country's biggest strength, our greatest hope for the future.
Because you are so important, the government created the National Population Policy back in 2000. This is basically a big plan to invest in you. It includes things like free schooling up to age 14, making sure babies are healthier, providing vaccinations for all kids, and encouraging girls to get educated and marry a bit later. It's all about investing in you, our future.
Okay, we're almost at the end. Let's do a final, super fast revision of some key terms. These are perfect for those one-mark questions in your exam, so let's make sure you know them by heart.
First up, census. What is it? Simple. It's the official process of counting every single person in the country. And in India, we do this big counting exercise every 10 years. Easy, right?
Next, population density. Remember, this is not the total number of people. It's about how crowded a place is. It's the number of people living in 1 square kilometer of area. So Bihar has a high density and Arunachal Pradesh has a very low density.
Now this one is tricky, so listen carefully. According to the census, who is a literate person? It's anyone who is 7 years old or more and can read and write any language with understanding. The keywords here are age 7, read and write, and with understanding. So as you can see, this chapter is not just about boring numbers and facts, it's the story of our country, India. And you, my dear students, are the main characters of the next chapter. The future of India will be shaped by your generation. So when you study for your exams, remember, you're not just memorizing facts, you're understanding the story of your own country. All the very best with your preparations, you are going to do wonderfully.